Well, welcome back to another edition here of the Ram 2500 Power Wagon regular cab short bed conversion. So as you can see, I got the headers in today from American Racing. Amazing fit. It was, like I said earlier, it was a very expensive acquisition, but no more so than the other really high quality header manufacturers out there, but worth every penny because the fit is absolutely phenomenal, right? So I mean, they've put the time into making sure that it's going to work properly. Other than that, shortened the rear drive shaft, had that done this week. So you can see that's all come together now. Really the back of the truck is entirely done. Do have an update on the suspension. So the company I was working with for the Synergy long arms, great company, just they couldn't get the product. It wasn't necessarily their fault, it was the manufacturer. But I did find a set of Carly long arms, which are similar in design, but pretty robust looking, and they had a set in stock. So I should have them by this weekend. It shows they're going to be delivered here tomorrow. So pretty excited about that, because that means I can put the front suspension back together, and looking forward to seeing how that comes out. As you can see, I did put the front drive shaft in as well. I did change the U-joint in the front. As I said I was going to. I think there's still some wear in the splines, which are causing a little bit of the movement I felt there, but I think it'll be fine for now. So the other big news here is really with regard to the cab. So I've started prepping the other cab as much as possible. I found a way to kind of safely sling it up here inside my garage, which was no small feat. I already put it's hard to tell, but I put the wire harness in there from the Power Wagon. Again, the lighting's not that great, but all that's in now. You can see the power control module there. I will have to change the headlight receptacle. This is actually a 2-wire system where the other is a 3-wire. So I'm going to have to look at that. This is of course the parking light, that's the same. And then there's these two right here. So I'm going to have to figure out between the two of these how that translates to the other harness for the other headlight assemblies. But I'll do that at some point. I did take the doors off, as you can see, and I've taken pretty much everything out of the interior of the truck. This does have the same fresh air makeup door issue that all these trucks have. So I've ordered a new one. I'm happy to see someone hasn't cut this out already. That's typically the repair that you see, is they'll cut that grate out and then they'll fish a new one in that way. But the right way to do it is to actually, take the dash off and take the heater core box out. There's a couple screws here that hold it in, and you just take the screws out and then you can change it. So with that, I did, if you know about these trucks at all, you'll know the difference between kind of 2003 and 4 is they use drive by cable, and then they had a conversion box that converted it over to drive-by-wire in the engine compartment, where the 2006 and up they have the drive-by-wire pedal. You can't see it here because the lighting's not that great, but long story short, the brake pedal assembly, literally I just unscrewed the bracket for the regular gas pedal and then screwed on the bracket for the drive-by-wire gas pedal, and that was it. The hole was already here in the floor. For those of you that saw the videos up to this point, this donor truck was actually a 2-wheel drive Hemi truck, and of course I'm converting to 4-wheel drive. All that was there, I literally just had to take the cover off and my shifter will go right on there. There is some slight differences in the wiring harness. I noticed on this year the airbag modules up here, where in mine on the Power Wagon there was a bracket back here. Ultimately, I think I'm going to leave it up there. I think the wire leads are long enough to figure that out. I will probably have to put the wire harness in from the Power Wagon, only because up here at the main connection panel, the one of the harnesses, the plug is a little different, and I'm sure that has to do with some of the Power Wagon features and or the fact that the Power Wagon had rear doors at one time, and now it won't. But I think the door harnesses are all the same. So I've looked at the plugs for these. I think they're the same as the Power Wagon ones. So that means I'll be able to put the regular cab doors on without necessarily taking the doors all apart and taking the harnesses out. Although if I had to, I mean, I've still got the other doors here, and you can see the connector is very similar. So it's the same. It's not very similar, it's the same. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Really happy about the headers. I really wish I had just bought them the first time versus, you know, even trying to spend the $200 or $300 on a set of headers and then another $180 or so on pipe to try to modify those headers to make them fit. If I had done that, I wouldn't have spent, you know, $1,800 for yet again another set. I should have just bought these right from the beginning. I knew they were the right way to go. But I was just trying to fabricate what I could, and then I just got to the point where it just didn't make sense. This is a much better product. So kudos to American Racing. Again, not only did they get the headers to me, but I think from the day I ordered them until the day I received them was only like a 4-day turnaround. So pretty amazing response from that company. Very great to work with, good communication. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about them. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. Again, for those of you that are watching, thanks for watching, and I hope you're continuing to get something out of this. Thanks, bye.